All right, I'm going to get things started here. Welcome to Chase the Bracelet, game number 4, season 4. Starting blinds are $25.50, 18-minute blinds. Starting stack is $6,000. In the commentator booth, we're joined by Chris Ward and Paul Boston, and we're going to have them take it away as we get this thing started. Dealt by Train.
I'd like to welcome everybody to episode 4, I think. Yes, I think we're 4 into this of season 4. You're probably watching us on PokerOnAir.com or ChaseTheBracelet.com. It's great to have you. Let's see who we have going at it today.
Oh, we're actually playing now? This is play time. Probably won't change Paul's action too much.
Going into tonight's game, we are tied for first place between Dan Crafton and Mark Cutrfello. Raised 200 by Marco.
I do not touch you.
Suited Dan calls. $150 bet by Marco. Call by suited Dan.
Go ahead.
Both players check.
Ace. Ooh.
That was awesome. I was going through a lot of action from you guys.
Way lower than the blue one.
Button moves. Ed Wigler to act first.
Was Marco taking down the first hand of the evening.
When Brandon was dealing.
There's probably one that
Marco a little more sober than he was this last week.
I was just going to say it's going to be interesting to see how Marco plays tonight.
Yeah, it's hard to hold up. I mean, you know how to play these ones. You can see that the shift isn't. Oh, you mean yeah. Oh, is that why we wanted to make sure they read and stuff?
No, we want to make sure they're right.
Did your kid make that for you?
Ed with an ace-king suited here. Max with a suited ace.
Ed raises to 150.
When I saw your penis on my
See if we get a call out of suited Dan with the jack queen.
one that said, Daddy, I shouldn't be afraid of something that time.
Somebody did something.
Yeah, probably will.
Ed raised.
Suited calls 150.
I didn't really understand what was going on.
Max calls 150.
It was cold.
I believe Max is defending his big blind.
Did you see that Seinfeld episode?
That's actually one of the great episodes. 2 1/4.
Ed bets 225. Suited Dan calls.
What are we hearing? I think it's the TV in there. The monitor? No.
Oh, I'll get it. Marco folds. Or Max folded, I'm sorry.
You want me to shut that off, CJ?
I'll get it.
Ed not slowing down at all.
Ed bets 225.
If he's gone back and watched any of the games with a hand like ace king and a 5-4-2 board, he should know.
Suited raises to
It's
625.
definitely not time to slow down.
Wow, and suited raised
Ed
him
folds.
with the jack queen offsuit.
First steal of the evening.
First stack this hand will be Paul Moskowitz.
Paul to fold
Tournament?
under the gun here.
I heard you. There was set over set, and then someone pushed all in on a draw and actually ended up hitting.
I bet he was happy.
And
We were talking about
Dan
that.
told me he didn't even
Sits
care.
there and takes off.
We were talking about that the other day, about set over set, and then the donkey on the
Thing is, I had the smaller set, and I got the larger set to fold, but the guy that was drawing pushed the larger set to fold.
You know, it's
Too much going on here.
If
Anybody raises
Well, there's a
it.
10 jack on the board. Yeah. There's a 10 jack loose on the flop. And
Max in the small blind with a king 10 offsuit.
Max calls.
he pretty much.
What flop?
Ed checks his option.
He was convinced I had the jack.
I don't think I can pull. I don't think I can pull.
Ed flops 3 aces. Let's see what he does here.
Well, I don't know how
Both
he's
players
going to
check.
the tournament, but
Unless there's 3 to straight 3 to suit, a all big cards or something. You know what I mean?
Max bets 200.
Max 200. Let's see if Ed just plays along here.
The only reason you fold is because you don't.
Yes, Ed, you do have an ace.
Ed calls 200.
You're not going to survive because there's always 3 of them.
Oh,
Queen of spades.
oh, that's a brutal card.
Max checks.
Yeah, that's true.
Ed bets 500.
And let's look at the acting begin here.
Yeah, the blinds were 25.50, and I think I before he went all in, I think I had like 7,000 in the.
All he's thinking is raise.
Yeah.
Max raises to 1,500.
15,000. So I was only.
Ed has to wonder if his kicker's no good. But unfortunately, it's more than just kicker problems.
Yeah, bells are going off right now.
1,000 for Ed to call, and he does.
Yeah. Otherwise, I double up.
Max shows King 10 for the win.
With disgust, Ed gets rid of the pain.
But I ended up.
And that's the chance you take when you check it on the fly and you let them catch up.
Yeah.
And I won up there.
That's nice, Steve.
Action on Bobby B. Million to act first.
I was talking to Paul. I didn't see what happened.
I probably made 5th place.
Bobby was supposed to see every hand in the first round of lines today. However, he's just not playing along.
It went fast. It's worth it, man. Saturday night.
Ed with another big ace.
And Marco with a king
I
queen
left right
suited.
before midnight.
Yeah, I think we'll see Marco raise.
I heard you got a retail spell case.
Marco raises to 150.
And we should see Ed come along.
I mean, they were talking about, Bellagio and the Venetian. I know.
You gotta run a big tournament.
It's 425. They're just
Raised to 425 by Ed
kind
Wigler.
of getting pushed into all the big, huge casinos that are keeping the poker rooms.
And then, well, it's like what'll get you into if you have a high bet beat, that'll get you.
And
Marco
Marco
folds.
folds down the king queen suited.
Yeah, it's so much competition.
Nice raise, nice re-raise by Ed.
There's only one left.
I think I'd like to see a flop with king queen
I
suited.
never understood what a bad beat attracts.
Ed's going. Ed's money.
Action on Robert to act first.
And you know you have to be up against a hand
It's like
like
buying a lot of
ace king, ace
Exactly.
queen,
You're gonna
ace
play poker
jack.
anyhow. Why not play where you had a chance
I don't know.
of getting a piece of something?
For that amount of money, I think the flop
The whole board.
could have been beneficial.
Just so you know, I wasn't raising with nothing.
Suited Dan with the queen 10 of spades. I'm sure we're going to see him in there.
Time that wasn't.
You couldn't approve that last week?
Suited Dan calls 50.
My dad got a kick out of last week. He did? I go out to my car. I go out to my car. Hey, congratulations. What's wrong with that Marco?
Ed calls 50. Paul Moskowitz calls 50.
That's fine.
Bobby B. Million checks his option.
And someone had to about it. I was like, if he was drunk.
He wasn't drunk. That's just Marco. Yeah.
Suited Dan with top pair. Ed with a flush draw.
He's very quiet and defensive.
Well, as soon as Crafton texted
Suited Dan
me
bets
what
225.
transpired overnight with the broadcast, I was like, honey, come here, you gotta watch this. And she's like, my God, you are huge.
Ed calls 225.
So thanks for that, Marco.
Yeah.
Paul and B. Million fold.
I'm going to help out my fellow.
Queen on the turn gives Dan top two.
600.
Suited Dan bets 600.
Gives Ed a straight draw also.
Ed calls.
Suited Dan with the full house, but I don't think he'll get anything.
Tens full gets him no more money.
1900.
Raised to 1900 by Suited Dan.
I'm not sure what's taking so long.
Ed just trying to save face there, not wanting to give that hand back immediately.
9 minutes left in the blinds. Button moves over to Mark.
One will go under.
I'm sorry, first act will be
Right
marked.
there in the seat.
I think we'll see Bobby come in here.
I don't think you have
I think it depends on how much Rob raises.
Sudan calls 50.
Suited Dan gets suited cards.
Moskowitz raises to 150.
Moskowitz raises with the 7-5.
It's a brand new poll.
Raise 550.
B Million raises to 550.
I think Bobby's playing the player.
Put the brakes on Robert there.
I think Bobby's playing the player there.
A re-raise from Paul would definitely take this pot down.
How much was it? 550?
I don't think Paul's got the gumption to re-raise with 5-7.
Bobby takes it down.
I think he needs to show that if he's going to raise on the button, he has to stick with it.
First act will be Corey.
550 was a pretty big amount.
Did you just give up, Paul? Did you not call up, Paul?
I went all in, Mark.
Sorry.
Quad over.
He re-raised me when I was playing. I tipped it. They folded.
And then the chop.
Bobby got busted out.
We can rebuy.
We can rebuy this for
Mark catching kings.
Just him.
And Max with jacks. Uh-oh. Bobby with jack king.
Yeah, we might get a little pot brewing here.
Max has absolutely no out.
I just like to have
175.
have to relive it.
Raised to 175 by Max.
Call.
B Million calls.
Bobby not knowing he's in a whole lot of trouble in this hand.
Rob might even be priced in to make a call now.
Call.
Robert calls 175.
We're gonna should see a pretty big raise here to narrow the field down.
Raise 525.
Guterfellow raises to 525.
Well, I don't know if that's enough. I think with Max ready to call with jacks, I think it's going to price both Bobby and Rob in afterwards.
It just might.
Max calls.
Yeah, I don't think it was quite a big enough raise.
Bobby folds.
Bobby lets it call. And Robert just can't let it go.
Yeah.
Robert calls
I
525.
didn't think Rob would fold.
We're playing catch.
Robert checks blind.
Mark's still with the best hand.
That's it, dog.
Didn't know it was his turn.
1,000 bet by Mark. Max thinking about
I
it.
was going to say, kind of a small bet. Max might make the call here with just the one over.
Max folds. Robert folds.
And the kings take it down.
Mark shows him the kings.
My hand reading skills are on point.
First act will be suited Dan. 4 minutes, 32 seconds left in the blinds.
Bobby letting us know that his hand reading skills are on point. If only he had them pre-flop. Or pre-call in this case. Max with sixes, Paul Moskowitz with ace queen.
Gotta give it away.
Max calls 50.
At least live for now.
225.
Paul Moskowitz raises to 225.
That should should take it all the way down to Max now. Let's see what he does.
Max calls.
It's a race.
I'd like to send a shout out to Alex. He's in the UK right now. Watching.
Oh.
Going international.
I think Paul's going to get in some trouble here.
Yeah, this is the kind of hand where Paul just
Paul bets 300.
real hard time playing.
No, it's different time zones, so he's not going to
See
watch.
if Max decides to take this pot now, though.
It's not even happening.
It's not
He
even
said there's really not too many draws that could be out there.
Max calls 300.
As he does.
Action on Paul.
I walk backwards really fast.
Paul bets 600.
This is where he should raise him. Not too much, I think.
Well, there is no time. Do it. This way, that way. There's a line over
Like
here.
the trough.
There's a possibility for a straight. The flush draw's out there now, so
2,000.
This is
Max
a,
raises to
You
2,000.
guys ever watch
that's a
Friends?
big raise.
Come on.
Paul has a hard time getting
Paul
away
calls.
from these.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen the whole.
Okay.
How many seasons are
I don't know, 16.
He has a real hard time getting away from top pair, top kicker.
How old are you, Bobby? So they should start when
Max
you
bets
were
another 2,000.
I watched a little bit.
Paul makes the
Paul
call.
calls.
Must be 28.
Trip sixes for Max.
Doesn't even seem like it. Seem like a young lad.
Oh, that's good.
Sometimes you just gotta let one pair go.
1 minute, 50 seconds left in the blinds.
I think the hardest part about that hand is Max checked it and let Paul bet the
Yeah.
entire way.
He's over 18. That's all you need to know. That's all it needs to be for him to end up in the trunk, right?
Now we're back to the trunk.
First act will be Marco.
He literally has to jump in the trunk.
The goal is to see how many you can get in there at once. I'm up to 6. So you got to kind of break the first get to next. So you can fold them up a little bit.
Now we know why he was drinking this week.
Dan with an ace jack, Rob with an ace jack.
Keep your voices quiet.
Yeah,
Heroin.
raise.
Robert announces a raise.
Usually in a situation where two players have the same hand, whoever's the most aggressive is going to take it
275
down
is
most
the
of
right.
time.
All it takes is a little luck.
Suited calls. Suited act first.
No
Checks.
help on the flop for anybody.
Bet of 650 by Robert. Call by suited Dan. Both players check. Both players show ace jack. 10 seconds left in the blind.
Not a lot of progression there. Need one bet on the flop to try and take the pot down, and then a scared check on both the turning over.
So you missed the first song or just the side?
Yeah, I had it turned off.
The first one was silent.
I think when Rob checked the turn there, Dan missed a bet on the river. Rob so big, he said,
With the late left. Delayed response. That's why I love those kind of jokes.
Action on Max to act first.
We got pocket fours for Marco, pocket fives for Max.
ace nine pursued Dan.
Max raises to 275. Folds over to suited Dan.
Yeah, I thought Dan would play.
Calls. Marco calls. 3 players.
Sorry.
First act will be Dan.
With a 5 on the flop, Max takes a huge lead in this hand.
It's going to be real hard for him.
Max bets 275.
Just unfortunate for Max that no one else has cards to stay in the hand.
I like his bet though on the flop because that's a board there where it's pretty draw heavy.
Marco raises to 800.
Really?
Re-raise to 25.
Max raises to 2,500. Marco folds.
Max says, let's see whose balls are bigger.
I'm flattered if you want to.
I think we can save it on TV.
Call.
I think we can
Oh, right
say
there.
it.
Yeah.
Marco showed us last time.
I'm just glad I wasn't around for that portion of dinner.
Did you get it with the left?
Nice hand, I think.
He'll realize it when he watches it back.
First act will be Ed Wordler.
Bobby in the booth next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be good.
Move your hand, Bobby. Thank you.
I'm pretty good at competition.
Yeah.
Move it faster, Bobby.
Please, move it fast.
Bobby in the booth?
Oh,
Let's see.
Max
Max
with pocket
fives.
fives again.
Mark with a 6-7 suited.
51. Oh, did it go up? I'm sorry.
Doing it,
Yeah,
Calm down.
I don't think.
Couldn't hear.
Who's running the table?
Bobby.
Obviously not you.
Not today.
Keep it up. Dan.
I know where I'm sitting. I don't know why I'm sitting.
This is kind of hand Mark likes to raise.
Mark raises to 400.
And I think Max has enough chips that he'll easily play along with them.
15 minutes left in the blinds. Max folds. Mark takes it down.
Where's the call?
Wow.
What was the raise amount on that hand?
400.
Maybe it's just a seat. It could be. There's still a lot of vapors from last week.
First act will be Paul Moskowitz.
Dude, I was Bobby's hands. I tried to move and then I almost.
Oh, there we go.
Oh my god.
9 of spades exposed.
Bobby got me fired up.
Catching up to Brandon with one exposure this early.
Well, Marco.
Suited Dan with ace jack. Not too much else going on here. See if he raises.
We're going to be playing a chess game tonight.
3.25.
Suited Dan raises to 325.
It's going to be a 1-3.
It should take it down.
300 is fine. It's a, well, 136.
Suited takes it down.
And he does take it down there.
13 minutes, 30 seconds left in the blinds. Action on Paul Moskowitz. I'm sorry, action on Bobby B. Million.
Oh, for sure. 7 is fine. You have to show one card.
Run it twice, that means.
No, run it. No, there's no run.
Two rivers.
You get to run it one. We only play until the turn. And
Blinds are 5,100.
I should make it.
Paul with a jack king, suited Dan with sevens.
Check the total.
Mark with a suited ace.
And you can only go to the turn. You only get one card.
Mark calls 100.
You get one card. Yeah, middle pair. He flops a monster here with bottom pair. And flush it only takes.
We're going to see Dan raise.
Black jack is wild.
Yeah, exactly.
Suited Dan raises to 325.
That's it. That'll be called one eye.
You got Moskowitz's, Texas
Let's
fold.
see what Paul does here.
That's a variation.
He never gets to the river either.
Ed folds.
See Paul shove all in. See if he throws everybody off here. I think at some point he has to take a stand, and this might be it.
Yeah, no, when he thinks that long,
Paul
he's
folds.
never calling.
Mark calls.
Mark folds with the suited ace.
bring the dead animal to ward off evil spirits.
I think we'll see Dan Seabed here.
Dan bets 800.
He's like our own personal Daryl.
Mark folds.
Well, we know Dan didn't have the nuts there.
He's pretty much automatic when he's in position. That if he raised, you check to him, he's going to bet right back at you.
First bet to act will be Robert.
Thanks, Josh.
It's about time to run to the shooter, man.
Yeah, dude, you will. My plan. I got before.
So Mark with the ace king and Max with queens here. Max is definitely getting some nice starting hands this evening.
Raise? Raise. 400.
Mark raises to 400.
See how big a re-raise Max makes here.
Call.
Max calls 400.
Just a call.
Everybody else folds. We have two players.
Well, Max doesn't want to hit a set now, that's for sure.
Not with that flop.
Max bet 700.
Max might make a call here with 2 overs and a good shot.
Mark calls 700. Max bets 1100.
I think Mark will let this go now. Yeah.
Mark folds.
Paul Moskowitz was 4 to the straight flush there. You can see it on his face.
First act will be Mark Cutrefella.
Hey, when I sat there, even last week, it didn't make
Dave,
your way wide.
fucking nice ball.
Your hands did, but something else did.
Got Robert with a king queen suited.
Paul with an ace-10 offsuit. He might be getting it in here.
Celebrating.
Especially on the button.
I think it's about 40 hours.
And he
Paul Moskowitz all in. 1075.
How much?
I
1075.
think Rob might call here.
125 or 9
I don't know, man.
That new math.
We're going to do a coin flip if he does.
Seven minutes, 30 seconds left in the blind. Robert calls.
Yeah, I thought he would.
Look, guys, roll over.
King Queen suited versus Ace 10.
You didn't want to see your straight outs. Get the flush shot.
Yeah.
Robert looking for a king or queen.
Straight.
And Paul makes a straight to double up.
Well played.
Very well.
Button moves to B million. Corey to act first.
That's what you call yourself.
Can't touch.
Yeah, that's always the call. Like, it's been good.
Let me touch it. 14
Since you were 12.
No, that's one per game of the whole season.
One with a wet finger in here.
Dan, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Marco was touching it last week. I think tequila was.
I just don't understand the reference between
Not too much happening here.
I can start home.
Let's see, I'd like to think that Paul could raise and win this hand, but with a queen 7, no, not going to happen.
Bobby might try and steal.
Bobby bets 250.
Oh, yeah.
Mark calls.
Mark defending the big blind.
It's great what you can do with Photoshop.
Mark Dak first.
Check start.
Mark did check dark. Bobby bets 325.
Continuation bet.
Mark folds.
Mr. B90.
Suited Dan Dak first.
Sorry, Marco.
5 minutes left in the blinds.
Good.
Blinds are 5,100.
Dr. Blue.
Doctor.
I like that, actually.
I've noticed how Corey says one funny thing a game, and it's kind of, quiet and subtle. That's what it's supposed to be, yeah. I know, that's good.
That's real humor.
That's when it's like, good night, everybody.
Corey, you're 100, buddy. You're 100, buddy.
Oh, that's a tell.
Suited Dan Dak first.
Marco's here to get those reads. Marco clock.
I think we might get around to see Bobby try steal one here again.
I don't think Mark.
Bobby bets 250.
Jack 8.
Mark calls.
Surprise there. Surprise there.
Mark Dak first.
Bobby flops top pair.
Mark flops a straight draw.
Bobby bets 325.
I think Mark might give him a call here. Yeah.
Mark calls.
Now Mark's picked up more outs with a flush draw.
Not enough. He needed to have to match his hat.
It did look nice on Super.
I actually got 2 of them. Were they maybe pairs?
They were good.
Bobby bets 600.
Actually, this morning there was a
Mark calls.
third one too.
That's two funny things to me.
And blank on the river gives Bobby the win.
Diamond there would have been, I think it might have cost him some money.
Mark bets 1,500. Call by Bobby, takes it down.
Thank you, Chris.
First act will be Marco. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left in the blinds.
I just don't think Mark picked a good spot there to try to bluff him.
Not at all.
And
There was really no draws that Bobby was going to put on.
Yeah, calling the raise,
By the
calling
river.
2 bets, yeah.
Marco clock.
Yes.
See Max with a Jack King.
I played craps a couple times. It's really fun, except the fact that I didn't really know what I was doing at all.
Yeah.
But other than that,
Yeah, I know, and it goes so fast.
well, no, it was fun because I kept getting handed. They just kept handing me money.
Right.
They never saying why I was.
And eventually, they just, if you bet the odds, they'll just do all the work
They
for
do
you.
it
Give
everything.
you what,
I just-
the difference.
Until someone rolls crap. and
Mark
they
calls
take it
100.
all away.
Well, yeah, but hopefully by that time you've already scooped in
Right.
over what your bets are. And then
When they set it.
Corey
you know how to
folds.
play it real well, or
Yeah.
I need help.
Yeah. I mean, I know it was a pretty.
So Dan checked his option.
Because I mean, it's over green. I would say
And suited hits a pair.
Yeah.
Both players check.
There's really just 3 bets you're supposed to make. And it really, it's one bet you're just doing. Pass
Both players
with
check.
maximum, pass with like 2 or 3 times odds, come bet odds. So you work in 3 numbers.
Yeah, you know how to rent the points, like numbers? Or the,
Not really. If you can, I mean, you're getting, because you're getting even money, you're getting true odds on
Suited
your
takes the
back
pot.
bet.
Suited with a pair of 4s takes
You
it
put
down.
$5 down, the casino's getting an edge on that $5, there's no $50 behind, there's no edge, they pay you exactly.
So you pay 50.
1 minute left in the blind.
Or whatever, if a 4 comes in, 4 to 10, pay 2 to 1, a 3 to 6, pay 3 to 2.
That's what I saw for the.
Yeah,
Your big market.
Right. Oh, I want to do that pretend the whole thing.
Max stack first.
He's not.
What?
Contrary to popular belief, there's been shrinkage.
He did say he was drinking, and it was cold.
His hands were cold.
Okay, I'm just small, fine. Let's just leave it at that.
We see Robert with a Jack 10 offsuit.
Robert calls 100.
Check.
Marco checks his option. Robert bet 250. Marco folded.
Up to 75, 150. Same glasses. Hey, your game should have a random blind. Like it's like random and wherever it goes. So like first level could be 25-50, then suddenly it's like 5,000.
For like 2 minutes or 3 minutes.
Exactly.
That'd be awesome.
Whenever there's a kill pot in the tournament,
Yeah,
it
like
goes up to like 500,000.
5 times.
it's called the lightning. The lightning.
lightning-
It would be like hot potato because you don't want to risk getting caught in the big
Getting
blind.
caught in the big
Yeah.
blind.
Yeah,
Kill-
it's like
to kill pot.
Action on Ed first.
Oh yeah, you can see it counting down if you're in the.
You're like,
but
oh,
you only
crap,
have,
it's about to be
you only have 5 seconds to act, so you can't like.
Pocket nines here.
You have a 5-second timer. Like your hand's dead, sir.
Pocket 9s with no room for
I didn't
improvement.
even look at my second card yet.
What do you want to do?
Mark raises to 525.
What was that one that?
We might see a call out of suited Dan. Oh no, King
Yeah.
Jack suited he lets it
5 or
go.
10 seconds you had.
That was like
Position,
mansion poker. or
Something.
something.
No. This was a live thing. It was
Yeah,
broadcast
yeah.
on TV, yeah.
But they
Mark takes it
were
down.
funding it out of
Yeah,
some
right,
other
right.
mansion poker.
It
Whatever.
was something
Surprise
weird.
there.
They literally had
I agree.
seconds or something to
Yeah,
put
to
their
act.
hand and determine what they were going to do.
And then you had one where you could press the button and
Right,
think
yeah,
about it.
like-
And finally,
Paul
it
Moskowitz
took like
first.
10 shows till somebody figured out, oh, if I have a monster, I hit the button to think about it. It's
Right.
like, okay, that's, you know.
Yeah, it's silly. I think they should have something like that for like big tournaments. Like, not that extreme, but like
Right.
time banking.
Right. Amazing how long, like, the final table took at the World Series of event this year. It's like,
That was the most ridiculous.
oh my
like
God.
three-handed. Like,
Yeah.
all night.
Marco with an ace-8 here.
4 or 5 minutes. Jesse's still going to sit here until he laughs. I
Until
will
they
not
got-
make a move. I started falling asleep, so I set the DVR to record for like 4 hours or 5 hours, and I still missed 2 hours of the damn thing. I was like, you guys kidding
Well,
me?
I fell asleep watching it, and I woke up in the morning, and
It was
they were
still
still
live.
I was like, what in the heck? Are they replaying it? Like, that's not
Raise to
No,
550.
Are you talking about
Marco raises to 550.
Yeah.
That was
I know, I didn't want to turn it off, and I was all bummed, and I wanted to find out who won the next
5
morning, and I actually got to watch it.
Yeah, you woke up, you're like eating breakfast. Pretty good.
I showed an ace.
Marco takes it down.
Nice hand, Marco.
Yeah.
Well played.
Corey again starting out very quiet.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. He's very determined not to get involved early unless he's got a good hand, a premium hand.
And I think even with some premium hands, he's not afraid to just throw them away this early.
In cash game?
Never do that.
Action on B million.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
Oh yeah, that's what I heard on the last thing.
Some casinos
We reiterate it a lot.
They can't force
No,
it.
they don't force it. They always like frown on it or whatever. Like not.
Ed with pocket 3s.
You're still. I don't think you lose that much money by not shopping.
Believe it. It's either always
Yeah.
Ooh. What we doing?
Shouldn't even be allowed.
Suited Dan gonna play the
King 9 this time.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna read that.
Don't be a hater, dude. That's how my fan in the UK knows me.
Yeah, I bet.
All 8,000 of them.
All of them.
Call 150 to go.
No, because like when we were talking about
Suited Dan and Ed, as well as Paul Moskowitz in the big blind. In this
I mean,
game.
I've done it before too. Somebody said they didn't want to chop, and then I was like, all right, and I raised it $15. Like,
And Suited Dan flops top pair.
$60 pot because he didn't want to chop, and he had a monster. Why didn't I just fold?
Right, exactly.
But it was just because of the simple fact that I was like, you want to chop? He said no.
Dan's bet took it down. Took it down.
I'll show you. I'll show you.
Top pair with a board like that.
Yeah, I'll show you what you can.
Take it down with a
And
board.
then I get worked. So like, it makes sense because people are gonna play.
Works the other way too, though.
That's what I mean.
Action on Robert first.
I wanted to chop. I was like, no, I can't. And I raised.
Make it
And he
all-
called. He had pocket deuces. He had a set of deuces. I mean, that was a legitimate hand. It wasn't like 80%.
It's still normal poker. I mean,
Right. I actually don't care either way, but I'm just like, you know, if you want to, fine. If you don't, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna test that theory. See how many big pots I win for the smaller big one.
Yeah, that might be enough to just make a session right there.
Yeah, you win. You pick up $200 off of a blind versus blind action. You don't chop.
Folds around to Marco.
People always misplay.
Because they don't ever play.
Yeah.
Marco with pocket jacks.
Marco raises to 550.
Especially you play a lot of heads up, so.
We might see Bobby defend here. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna make a nitty fold against you.
Okay. Oh, I needed one of your cards.
Bobby lays down the king jack. I like the fold.
Jacked up, dude. I'll see you later. I'll have a text message. He had text
It's just a hand I don't like to play this early.
Hey, somebody text me mark ahead.
Put your check on break. And it better not be my kid who texts me.
You straddle?
Action on Mark to act first.
Like binding, isn't it, dude?
No.
Make it
It's such a nit in my blind. I can't believe I just gave that up. So easy. Just
We have Rob with a jack king.
Thank you, brother. It would have been great if you had flopped 2 pair.
Bobby calls.
You didn't wait more than once because you got an shirt on.
Robert checks his option.
See if this check gets Robert in trouble.
No.
Not
Flops,
enough.
trips.
Both players check. Bobby bets 150. Robert calls. 2 of diamonds on the river.
Let's see if Bobby continues. Yeah, he gave up.
Robert bets 300. Bobby folds.
doing a little Hollywood and acting like he actually had.
Give those a Moscow wash.
A Moscow watch.
Yeah, baby. My left hand was on the board.
One Moscow watch.
Corey to act first.
The best is when they do the cutaways on the Family Guy to old shows, like Bewitched. And he's like, you know, the mother got him as an elephant. She changed back. He's like, you see what this is? It's holy water. Take that.
You did just spit on me.
I know.
Totally freaking me out.
That was an accident.
I think they put you there on purpose.
They did. You know, they kind of shuffled the cards out.
They would never do it. It's good television.
Can I get a washcloth?
You did it again. I'm anti-medics here. We can get you a poncho.
Hey, I didn't throw Did I? Yes.
I didn't say
With a scuba
At least
mask.
you're not a swallower.
Suited Dan calls 150.
You're just not paying the right price.
Suited coming in with the 9-10 offsuit in mid position.
It's not a lot that you see players in this game trying to steal pies.
Call.
Robert calls. Mark checks his option.
Salivary glands are overactive.
Salivary glands are solid.
That's a long sentence for you to speak.
All players check.
That's what she said. Check.
All players check.
See, they checked the Dan twice.
There should be no checking allowed in our game.
Really?
Like if you're the last to act, it's like Dick the Dealer in Euchre. You have to make a bet.
Especially if he's coming in mid position.
That's what I'm saying.
Where should we be writing these down?
Really
All players
not in a
check
good
again.
spot to enter into this hand.
That's not
Robert
right.
takes it down.
Come on, man.
That
He's
kind
able
of
to win. Robert's able to win with just no action
Me
from
too.
any other player.
That's my plan.
So I know.
Yeah.
Action on suited Dan to act first.
Check.
That's my plan. I'm sticking to it.
I couldn't even be.
I wanted to raise it because I thought about it. Beautiful. Dan would have called me.
I would have hit the dude.
Dan calls me. He always wants to play against me.
It was Dan. I did not salvate anything.
Now Dan's got ace king.
Dan, crafting. Clock.
He wasn't salivating. He was gurgling.
Suited Dan raises to 450.
Let's see what Bobby does here with the ace frag. I think that's about the only other hand that might give him some action.
I'll give you $5 and just lick
And I'm
him.
fairly certain Bobby might let this
Right
go.
across the face.
I would never.
Well, I don't know. He's got position. He might make a call here. Now he
Get it
lets
up
it
to
go.
100.
The way Bobby's been playing is I think we're trying to wait
You
for
got
him to
to
win.
get beard too. I don't
Turn
want.
around, I'm gonna shit on you.
Oh. And what do I have to pay for that?
Suited Dan takes it down.
That's courtesy. This game is
First act will be Marco.
Get banter like this out at the shoe.
You don't get licked either.
See, double bonus.
Outside.
We should have a.
Dan crafting.
What do you want, sir?
Bobby hands. Thank you, Bobby.
Dice
How
out.
much easier
Just
this
yell
card
dice
is.
out.
Oh, you don't need that. You need that.
7 of hearts. Sorry, it wasn't.
I tried to put it in the hole.
Thank you.
It was too big.
Thank you.
I
The
missed.
hole?
No.
Ed with an ace 5. He lets Ed go.
Yeah.
I think we'll see Bobby raise it up here.
You know, when it takes 12 double D batteries.
No, when it's a car battery hooked to the end of
Oh
this
my
thing,
god. You're like, whoa. And you got a pedal to.
Feel crank.
See, I put my hand over my mouth.
I know how they should
We should have like after the season's over, we should have the next following week after, we should have a cash game with all of us players. So like, just like a,
That's
show you guys next time. That would be awesome.
Where's Marco's gun?
Thank you, Pickles.
Oh,
I think we should all take shots.
I'll serve. I'll pass.
Shots
it
every
on.
time Moscow is recorded full.
Oh my gosh, we'll be dead.
Oh my god.
That's the one to walk out of here alive. That'd be a drinking game for the viewers at home. They started that last
Your
year.
max with an ace.
Yeah, no, that's why we have no viewers this year.
They're all in residential
What's
alcohol.
our softball last week?
They're still
all
wasted
in
right
my
now.
Raise
Yeah, but we
400.
did pick up a large consensual falling last week.
My cards have almost gotten more quicker than yours ever had.
Ooh, that's kind of show.
No, it's not.
When did it win it out?
Only the break.
Only at breaks.
400 now.
That might bring me in. Let's see.
Well, you did last time.
This is my max hand.
Please don't try to affect the outcome of the hand, sir, while we're in the middle. We're trying to make a call.
It's the hand max.
Just saying, you're not in. It doesn't concern you.
Stay up.
Well, it concerns the tournament.
That's fucking.
The worst is
I'm just
the worst is when Brandon was dealing with affecting me.
Checks around.
Yeah. And he's like, dude, how can you not call? Remember Brandon?
Dealer, yeah.
I mean, come on, that was horrible. We love Brandon.
Yeah, he's going to bet a straight draw.
Yeah, I got any two cards you
Just
got
take
to
it
call.
down.
And bets 1,000.
He hasn't called it yet.
Or I'm sorry, 900.
You really want to fuck with Marco? You get down three-way.
Max
Wow.
calls 1,000.
Max
Or 900.
Just fold.
Max makes a great call on the turn.
And now he's not going to
Why would I want to do that?
I
I
did
did
that.
that every time.
I did that last year, and he fucking had a count.
So Dan bets 3,000.
I forgot about
Three.
that.
Moskowitz is
Too
already
big a bet
reaching
there,
for
I
chips.
I do remember that. Yeah, yeah.
He had called the big blind. It's deuce three. There's like 8 king 7 out there. Oh my god.
Max
Yeah, you
obviously
act-
made a call on the
Show
turn.
me all. Oh, that's great. I forgot all about
Dan
that.
shows a
I did,
5.
That was hilarious.
Because you acted out. I said you acted out of turn.
Well, I didn't act out of turn. I acted when it was my turn. I just folded because everybody checked.
That's right.
I
That's
folded.
right.
Whatever.
What's the? Oh, still 75.
Yeah, you had 5 5s. I called it. I know.
I think if he'd have made 1,000 bet again, he
out.
might have got called again.
That's how I was gonna say.
Because they do that. Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Oh my! And if it hits your hand and it comes with 7, those people will.
They're
Got
multiple.
They
8 with
will.
7s here, Rob
You
with
know,
a suited
The whole
ace.
table goes dead silent, and they're like,
This guy. This
"You
dude.
might as well quit and go to a new table." At that point.
Ed calls 150.
We got Ed.
Robert calls 150.
Excuse me, Ed with pocket sevens.
Level 2 still getting reverse and flat. Oh,
We got Corey with the ace 8 here. Looks like he's going to be playing.
Raise 650 now.
Raises it up.
Raised to 650 by Corey.
I'll tell you what, if anybody's been paying attention, he's been playing super tight.
I got it. I got it.
Folds around to Ed.
And I was going to say, them little pairs shrink up a lot when a tight player's
Folds
raising.
around.
Can you believe we had Lincoln on? That's what we.
Those things are great.
Yeah, I know, but look what the kids have today. I have a little barn that moves when you open the door.
Oscar's stack first.
Or, you know, the dogs start chewing on him. You got a splinter, you know. That's Captain.
Yeah, Marco did his link on there.
Yeah.
Blow shit up.
Remember laser tag when like laser tag the little laser guns in the packs first came out? I got those and I thought it was the greatest thing ever because you know running around in the woods shooting at people. But literally, you had to be like 6 feet away.
Yeah,
to
hang
make
right
this
at the
little-
right.
See what
And then
It's much better to just sneak up on him and cold cock him with the gun. Tag, you're out.
I was all about the Legos.
Mark raises to 525.
The big block Legos when you're a kid too now.
I have all kind of Legos.
When Corey fooled the pair, that ought to take it down
Not
from
today's
there.
Legos. Where we build starships.
Right,
It's crazy stuff. But
Yeah,
You're
like
making the
actual
Death
Legos.
Star.
Yeah.
Like
Like it's just
Everybody
a box
folks.
with assorted Legos and you had to use
Right,
your imagination.
right. You had to come up with something to build instead of, hey, here's a box, and if you put it together this way, you're going to build
1 minute left in the blind.
But guess what? You can't build anything else.
Mark needs several more of them to make up for that bluff he tried to run against Bobby.
It's a good return on investment, so let's say really can actually rock people.
Right.
See if we got an orange Lego for the front. Optional.
Yeah,
Optional
but
one.
it's a little square like the old
Yeah.
fix.
Be million to act first.
An 8-bit Uzi.
8-bit Uzi, that's good.
Marco with an ace 7. I think we might see him raise here.
Marco raises to 550.
Marco likes to raise with just about any ace.
Max calls.
So you have to raise right before the break.
18 minutes left in the blind.
Oh, there's gonna be all
That's
kinds
not
of
the break,
stuff.
though.
After, like right at the end of every blind
Check.
level, there's gonna be
Max
a-
Marco
flops
checks.
top pair. Marco flops bottom. Let's see.
Max bets 525 or 600. Marco calls.
Marco calling bottom pair.
Both players check. King of diamonds on the river. Marco bets 1200.
See if Max can piece this together.
Max flop top pair. It goes check check on the turn
Max calls.
Nice call.
and calls it with its name.
Nice call.
Max, sir. Max.
Button moves over to Ed. Robert to act first. Blinds are 100, 200.
Sometimes you just got to add the pieces together, and if the story doesn't add up, you just got to make the call.
Yep, good one.
I can never complain on a double one situation.
And I think the way that hand played out, it just didn't make sense.
Absolutely didn't make any sense.
Marco calls 150. It's 200, Marco.
I'm sorry.
Marco calls 200.
Can you take it back?
Yeah, you can take it back.
Bobby checks his option. Both players check.
Marco with the straight flush draw.
Bobby bets 200.
It's already asking for one of those triple X parodies.
Marco calls.
Oh, I thought I just assumed it was.
Oh no, you got to start out with it.
I think if Bobby makes another bet here, he might take it down.
I used to watch the Nickelodeon show.
See if he's willing to bet again once he got called.
If he was able to bet the turn, I'd love to see him bet the turn.
Bobby bets 550.
That should take it down.
Marco missed his draw, so time to go.
That's the greatest show ever.
Not easy to
When you're like
keep that bluff running when you get called.
11:30 at night.
Mark Kucherfeld to act first.
Gramps, I got good news for you. I'm not going to be sniffing through your room for the old Playboys anymore. I found some boobs on TV.
I used to get down Cinemax.
Oh yeah, good old Skinemax. The Emmanuel series.
Part 28.
Right. You know, didn't she just die this year or last year, late last year? Not that I follow her.
Paul with pocket subs. I think Paul's got about 1,100 in chips.
Paul has about 1,800.
1,800 in chips.
Bobby has about 10,000.
It's like suited Dan called and Marco
Rob
called.
got about 5. just under
Suited
5.
or Paul Moskowitz all in.
Paul's
Paul
all in.
ships it.
1725.
1725 all in for Paul Moskowitz.
Come up.
See what suited Dan does here.
Come up.
He's got a chip stack. He might gamble.
Suited Dan calls.
Yeah, I thought he might.
Marco folds.
Heads up.
Good luck, Paul.
Roll.
I had ace 9.
King Queen versus sevens.
5.
One player at risk.
Oh.
7 in the window.
Oh.
I did
Up
have
and ending straight for Dan.
I actually had ace 9, so that took like a scary card.
Paul Moskowitz doubles up.
Nice handful.
Example. Yeah, playing everything.
He's getting double up with king, queen, left and right. So nothing that king, queen is
What
called.
kind of retard calls it king? Jesus Christ.
Thought Dan might call there, but
I knew it was going to be drawn.
Corey to act
It's an
first.
appropriate call.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You're never ahead.
That's the attitude, Paul.
And sometimes you're just completely crushed.
King Queen is one of those hands that
I have
they
to try to
always
turn my
work
car
for.
off now.
but then they can definitely get you in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. I mean, if he's doing it with ace king, ace queen, aces, kings, queens, you're just hoping he's doing it with a small pair or ace rags.
I heard everyone go, oh. And I thought it was king get on the window.
Racing.
Nice.
King in the window.
Max raises to 725.
Max raising with the 3-4 offsuit, and it should take it down. Max picks a good time to run that bluff.
First act suited dame.
You have to try and steal pots once in a while.
It's always nice when you do it, though, and you don't run into the big hand.
Absolutely.
12 minutes left in the blind.
Oh, with an ace-7 here. Let's. He just doubled up. He may not get too crazy with ace rag now.
No, I think Paul has, he's got about 3,600. He doesn't want to tangle too much.
I think Mark should raise this here, especially as tight as Corey played.
Raise to 700.
Mark raises to 700.
Heads up with an ace. Makes the raise.
And Corey thinking that Mark might be making a move on him. But still.
Corey fold.
10-8 you don't want to mess around with too much.
Mark shows an ace.
No. Next level.
Mark go to act first.
But if you see yourself when somebody's doing that to you too often, you just got to make a re-raise, even if you have error.
Just to show them that they can't push you around.
Yeah.
No one wants to be pushed around the table.
This was a chair, you can make the rules about it.
Well, wait till I start my new game and you guys know all the jokes.
Real free chips. Is it going to be called Chase a cell phone case cover?
Marco folds ace-9.
See Mark with a jack-king suited.
Sometimes I think I got Marco figured out, and then
Other times you have no idea.
yes, he'll raise with ace-3 or ace-4.
Robert raises to 400.
Rob raising with ace-deuce.
Everyone got buns for you,
I know, you're not free.
so you didn't have to draw
I'd like to see Mark call here.
He has position, so
Mark all in.
Mark shipping it.
Don't buy.
That's a pretty good read by Mark here.
Everybody folds.
no questions asked. Mark just takes down the pot.
Bud moves over to Corey. Max to act first.
I think if anybody decides to raise it here, they ought to take it down.
I understand now.
Corey raises to 550.
With the jack-4 offsuit.
That's going to be a call from Mr.
Suited Dan calls.
And Dan calls with the 4-8.
Dan checks.
With an ace on the flop, it's a good time for Corey to make a bet
Yeah,
here.
I was going to say, let's see if he follows through.
Corey bets. His bet was 625, takes it down.
Corey loosened up a little earlier tonight. In the last couple weeks, he hadn't really started playing until after the first break. Now he's picking some spots. Steal from the butt and then try to squeeze it.
It's our new rule. It's the heat.
It's definitely easier to do when you've developed an image for the past 3 games of being tighter than Paul at the table.
Which I never thought would be possible.
Once it's a big tournament,
Ed Dak first.
the heat round comes, it'll be like, it's a heat wave, and then like all these girls will come out, you know, with their heat wave, the whole time saying heat wave. It'll be crazy. The Harlem Shake music will be playing.
Mark with the ace-9 here. Let's see what he does.
Please,
Oh,
no.
I'm good.
We can do a Chase the Bracelet, Harlem Shake.
Mark calls 200.
We got that
Just
donk
a
or
call.
Did you know if you go to YouTube now and you type in do the Harlem Shake, YouTube does Harlem Shake?
I would have liked to seen a raise there.
I swear to God, like, I'm not even making it up.
Seriously?
If you type do a barrel roll.
Suited Dan calls 200. Marco
Let-
calls
let
200.
5 offsuit and the queen deuce offsuit.
Funny though.
I'd like to get paid to be able to come up with just ideas like that.
It's just like fun things they do.
Yeah, this.
Yeah, no, but somebody's got to come up with the idea and like code it and stuff.
Yeah.
Suited Dan flops the best hand with bottom pair.
Check.
Checks around.
If you're a StarCraft player, type in Nerd Rush. All these guys are coming and eating all the text. I gotta click on them to.
Mark with a straight draw.
On the YouTube videos, you can
Guys, get see, he didn't raise. You let the 2 queens in there now.
425 bet by Mark Cuccifello.
Little Easter eggs.
call.
Suited calls.
I'm not sure about that one.
I think he calls for that king draw. So, I mean, there's, what, an 8% chance that he could get that.
Max calls.
Very good.
And with a 4 on the river, that gives Max the check for the win.
Mark checks.
Mark gives it up.
Max takes it down. 5 minutes, 15 seconds left. 15 seconds left in the blinds.
I don't know if I ever call there.
That was a big one.
No, 450.
Tell them yes, I know what to play.
Rob with kings, but I don't think he's going to get too much resistance here.
Not when he moves all in, like he's prone to do with big hands like this.
600 now.
Raised to 600 by Robert.
He hasn't jumped out of his seat yet, so I don't think anybody realizes he's got a huge hand.
Folds all over to Ed. All players fold.
Look at disgust on Rob's face that he got no action there.
Yeah.
First act will be Bobby B. Million.
Much easier than it is, Bob. Look at that. They go right where they're supposed to be when you're not.
Cool, man.
My whole program.
Mark with ace king here. I think we'll see him ship it. Maybe not. Might just make a raise here.
All of it.
Yeah.
And ships
Mark
it
goes all in.
does.
Just over 3,000.
I don't think he's going to see a call from anybody, though.
Yeah.
3 minutes, 10 seconds left in the blinds.
Not sure what took so long for Max to fold queen 10 offsuit there.
Because if I had aces, I was going
You were gonna fold if it was more than.
First stack will be Robert.
I didn't think Mark had quite that much. Not sure I would have shipped it there with that much. You still got a decent sized stack compared to the blinds. Suited with an ace-10, Max with an ace-6.
Max or Mark calls 200.
Mark
all kind of
with
stuff, man.
king-10s in the
There's gonna
pot.
be keywords or word of the day, like be
Probably gonna see a
you
raise.
say it, everybody freaks out, you get extra chips or something.
You won't actually play heads up.
Suited bet 700.
Cite the rules of the game. Whoever can do that wins.
Yeah, whoever can remember all the rules.
We did a.
500 for Bobby to call.
We did just a
Folds.
goof tournament. It was like
Mark
$20
calls.
tournament. My friend House made it. Just got that
Mark's playing a lot of hands.
At the break, if you were under
Oddly
stack,
died, I
you
think.
could dance, and whatever points you got on the Wii dance, you got in the chips. It was actually pretty awesome.
That is funny.
Mark checks.
Colin raises with king-10 offsuit out of position. Just
Suited Dan bets
I
800.
don't know. Eric, you were there that night, right? I was going to say, Eric had more blank in him than he did in person. Oh, never mind. Still there.
Mark folds.
He was moving pretty good. Let's just put it that way.
1 minute, 15 seconds left in the blinds.
just not sure about that.
Sounds awful.
Calling off almost a third of your stack.
Well, you're definitely calling hopes for the king or the 10. If the 10 comes, he's in a lot of trouble.
Right, that's why I'm saying that's just not a hand you want to call a lot of raises with, especially for a third of your stack.
Final round before break.
Gee, that should be done. Hey, buddy.
Corey with aces.
What a lot of people like to try and do is steal the pot right before break.
I absolutely like to do it.
6 now.
Corey bet 600.
I think he might get some action
Since we
from Paul.
Just entered our break. We might even see Paul ship it.
No, he doubled up, so I don't think he's going to.
Paul is all
He
in.
did. I don't think he's going to care for this too much.
Calls.
String call.
Corey calls.
Yeah.
I had ace 5.
Oh, really?
Are you the one behind?
Corey with aces.
Good
Paul an
timing.
80% underdog here.
Paul with a jack, king, suited,
Can't get
diamond.
your, can't get your money in too much worse pre-flop.
God, aces really, Corey.
Apparently you've never seen me play.
Well, percentage-wise, you can't. It's pretty hard to get it in worse than that.
Paul hits a king on the flop.
He's halfway there.
King or a jack for Paul, or he's done.
Paul out.
Paul is our first one out for the day. We will see you in about 15 minutes.
I have 0.